Listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. This is Logan, otherwise known as Bubba Blue on YouTube. I'll make sure to link his channel in the description below. And this is his 2012, right?
Yes, sir.
2012 5-liter Coyote GT, the very first of the Coyotes, which I'm excited to drive this because I've driven the 1314, which I guess is kind of the same chassis. I've driven my car, but I've never driven, this is kind of the car that, really changed the game for Ford. And I haven't got to drive one yet, so this is cool. And then I had a 2012 before I had mine, so this is all nostalgia right now. I'm in my happy place right now, back in S197. So what's all done to this one? So I know you said JBA Longtube headers.
Yeah, I have JBA Longtube headers. Those go to the stock catalytic converters, okay. Stock mid-pipe. I took off the resonators. It has Flowmaster Outlaws. As far as the intake, I have a Roush cooled air intake. Okay. It goes to an air raid throttle body spacer, just a little tiny throttle body spacer, nothing really special. And then it's lowered. It has the Falcon rims, and also the Boss 302, somewhat of a front fascia. I think it's just the chin spoiler. That's the only thing that was added. And drilled and slotted rotors. Okay, cool. I love that Boss fascia. The Boss 302 is my favorite S197 ever. Okay, so you said Flowmasters? Flowmaster Outlaws. That makes a good noise. So one thing I always noticed about these older generation Coyotes versus my car is they just, and we were talking about this earlier, they just seem to me to make a throatier noise. They just seem to make a lot deeper tone, a lot more of a bellow growl than the kind of higher pitched, noise you get from the S550. Not bad, they both sound amazing, but I just always love the deep growl you got with these first gen Coyotes. I remember, I was so excited to get my car because when, your car first came out, that was all I wanted. I saw that, I've had Mustangs before, and I was like, wow, I need that Coyote in my life right now. Mm-hmm. And ever since I heard the first, I think there was a long time ago, like one of the first videos, Borla made an exhaust for it, and it was a black one running through a parking lot. And ever since I watched that video, I was like, wow, I'm gonna have to have one of those cars in my life one day. Well, that's one thing, is that me personally, I think the best sound of Mustang is the one you used to have, 99 to 04, those two valves. Oh, those two valves make a good long tube headers. From Flowmaster, Super 44s my friend used to have. Oh yeah? And it would sound amazing. And that's one thing, is that these cars don't make that sound, but every single Mustang just has their own sound, honestly. Right. They all sound good, it's just a very different, unique sound, especially the Coyote. That's the funniest thing to me. A V8 sounds like a V8 in a lot of different things, but you can always tell when a Coyote's going by. Especially, I guess, maybe me and you, since we own and we know what they sound like. But every time I hear a Coyote, I'm like, there it is. There it goes. Exactly. We're gonna point it straight and... That car feels good. I've never driven an automatic Coyote before. Oh yeah, that's one thing. I was looking for a manual, but I found this one. It was a good price, and I just had to have it. But yeah, especially for a good price. And then this is, touted like one of the best automatic transmissions you can put in the car. It's faster than the manual, and it's just really smooth. It's just really quick too. It dropped down. It's super fast as soon as I punched it, and wow, this car is loud. When you pulled in, it idled pretty quietly. I was like, man, Longtube, that doesn't sound very loud, but yeah, that was louder. That was yeah, you got to give it gas. It'll be quiet when you want it to be quiet, but when you want it to be loud, you can definitely be heard. Yeah, that was good and loud. I very much approve of that. What made you go for this? What made you? Because you said you had a 2005 before this, 2005 right? V6 Mustang. I've always wanted a V8 ever since. I've driven my friends. He had a 2002 Mustang GT. Okay. I wanted a GT after that, and I saw this one up on cargurus.com. It was a great price, so I had to have it, honestly. That's awesome. I've always loved Mustangs. You see? Plus the color of this car. My last one was Kona Blue, and Kona Blue is still one of my favorite colors on a Mustang period. Yeah, and that's one thing, is that a lot of people, they know it's blue, but somewhat in the right light, it looks somewhat purple. Yeah, he's at that real dark blue, a borderline purple, and yeah, I love this color on the Mustang.
And I'm actually kind of glad they brought it back for 2018.
I know. They finally brought it back, and I've seen one from 2018 with it. It looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my other favorite things about the the S197 is just the interior. I guess these newer ones from 11 on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this is still one of the comfiest cars to sit in. You sit in these like big leather recliners.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, one of the comfiest cars in the world. They made a lot of really good upgrades from the last car to this one. As far as just kind of quality of the interior, like you were saying earlier, with kind of just the things you touch all feel a lot better than they used to in the 3-valve days. No offense to you 3-valve owners, I like 3-valves too, but
it's just not hard plastic. Like, this is really
right.
soft. As soon as I push on this dash, it goes in. It's just hard
put
plastic.
a little more thought into where the driver spends the entire life of the car inside of it.
Exactly.
And that's awesome. Automatics feel so different because they just never stop accelerating. It's just a constant pull.
Yeah.
The biggest thing about this car, I remember when the Coyote first came out, I fell in love with it, but I mean, this was kind of the engine that, I don't know, I guess they saved the Mustang, because the Mustang didn't have any problem selling, but it really, changed the whole game for the Mustang.
It changed it completely as far as it improved the gas mileage from the 3-valves, and I mean, almost 100 horsepower bump. I mean, you can't really say anything bad about that. Right,
which it needed, because I mean, at the time, the 3-valve really didn't have a whole lot to fight with. I mean, the Challenger came out, and so I mean, you had that, but then the Shelby GT500 would launch the Challenger. But just the regular GT didn't really have anything to compete against until 2010, when the Camaro came back. But the 2010 Mustang, you were still fighting with a 3-valve, so that was not going to compete with the LS that they put in the Camaro.
The fact that American Muscle did a little series of a full build, a supercharged 2005 to 2010 Mustang GT versus a full bolt-on Mustang, newer Coyote,
oh yeah,
should tell you a lot.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. I remember American Muscle did that.
I was like, I remember watching that, and I was like, are they really doing this? It's like a full bolt-on car versus a supercharged car. And it's like, that should just let everybody know that you need to get a Coyote.
It's just an amazing value for money. I mean, one, I guess that's kind of, part of the reason why there's so much crap that Mustangs get for crashing is because they are a great value. They're easily affordable by a lot of people. But, for those of us that aren't morons who don't try and do stupid stuff at a car show, it just makes for a killer deal for you really get a lot of car for the money. And especially, you said you paid, in the $20,000 range for this car, a couple years old. I mean, any under 30 grand for, something with over 400 horsepower, that's stupid. That's a lot of power for not a lot of money.
Great value, but yeah, it comes with a lot of responsibility as well.
I mean, then, having the premium in this car, you have all kinds of toys inside. I mean, so obviously, I'm assuming you upgraded these speakers on the side?
Yes, they're kicker speakers.
Okay.
They were upgraded even before because they had the premium, what was that, the shaker audio.
The shaker audio in it.
And in the rear, I also have a subwoofer back there as well.
Okay, cool. But you get a killer stereo in this thing, you get super comfy leather seats, you get the Ford Performance suspension, so it actually rides amazing. It sits a little bit lower, so you kind of get rid of the ugly wheel gap.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's still a super comfy car, and it's perfect. I would never get rid of this car. I love this thing.
I like it. And that's one reason why I've chosen to stick with this. Maybe build it up, supercharge it, put cams in it, heads in it, just versus going to a GT500 because you can get a crazy amount of horsepower out of these.
Right. Yeah, and they can hold it as long as it's tuned right. They can hold it all day long.
Exactly. But as far as the second thing, it is the back seats. There is no really room for people in the back seats.
It's a very nice shelf.
Yeah, but it's a Mustang, so what can you really expect? It's basically a two-seater.
That's always been the thing. It's a 2+2, and you can put someone back there. I mean, they're not going to be very comfy, but I mean, to go to the store real quick, it's great. I mean, you're not going to want to take a cross-country road trip in with someone in the back. They will hate you when you get to your destination.
But that is one thing. We can go cross-road or cross-country up here just because it is very comfortable for two people.
Very comfy up here for two people. I agree with you on that one. All right, Mr. Logan. Thank you for letting me drive your car, sir.
No problem at all.
It's been a freaking blast.
No problem at all.
You guys make sure to go check him out on YouTube, Bubba Blue. I'll put it on the screen right above his face. And make sure you go check him out. He's got some awesome videos, tons of videos on this thing and everything revolving kind of Mustangs and car shows and everything in general. Kind of the same thing as me, just with a blue Mustang versus a white one. So I'll catch you guys in the next video again, dude. Thanks for letting me drive your car.
No problem at all.
I like it a lot. It makes me miss mine a lot. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. The next video will be me getting the Mustang back. So you guys make sure to see that. And anything else I need to tell y'all? No. Okay. Bye.
Oh, actually,
Never mind. Take it back.
The new Shelby GT500 could be released January 12th. Keep your eyes open for that.
Should we get one? Probably not gonna get one, but we might.
Pay $30,000 over sticker.
Yeah. You want to buy a $100,000 car for $200,000? Sure. All right. Bye.